Cliff Rosa with Rosa Media Productions, and I am doing some comparisons with wired mics, wired lavalier mics, and I'm filming with an iPad Mini 3. So, the three kinds of mics I'm going to be using today are the Rode SmartLav, which is actually the one I have on right now. It's designed to have that, let me show you this TRRS, it's with two rings type connector, and so I have it connected into two extensions so I can show how far away you can get. But the other two mics are the Audio-Technica Pro70, which is actually an XLR mic, and then an Olympus ME52W, and this is just a small lavalier noise canceling microphone. Okay, in order to make those work, one adapter I'm using is the TRRS to XLR, and it actually has a stereo headphone in as well. Okay, and then I've got this even simpler adapter with the TRRS tip or male, and then here's the stereo headphone and the mono microphone in. All right. Now, just to be on the up and up, I want to take a sample of what the iPad sounds like from different distances using just the onboard mic. So I'm going to take that clip right now. Okay, I have disconnected all microphones and I'm stepping away with the mic cables and so forth. I can stand about this far away so you can hear what I sound like. I'm not really yelling, just trying to talk in a normal voice. This is how it sounds with the onboard mic. Okay. Okay, and so here's that kind of presentation distance for my whiteboard with the Rode SmartLav Plus, and I actually still have the extension cables on it. I'm going to back up to about 10 feet away here, and I am going to continue talking as though I'm presenting, and let me try to bring this out to essentially full extension at about, I'm going to estimate 15 feet away with all my extensions, are probably close to 20 feet of extension cable here from mic to iPad, but I'm really probably only standing about 15 feet away because there's a lot of slack. And here's what it sounds like from this distance. And coming up. Okay, and here is that about presentation distance, which is about 5 to 6 feet away from the iPad. Probably frame it a little better if I had someone on that side of the, but I'm presenting, I'm pointing to my whiteboard, I'm writing stuff on here, and this is with the Audio-Technica Pro70 at, well, this distance. The distance really shouldn't matter that much. 10 feet away, okay, and stepping out here to what I think is at about 15 feet away. This is the wonderful thing about the wireless, having the external mic, is the distance doesn't really matter that much if it's a decent connection. All right, let's try our last mic. Okay, and now I've got the 12 and the 6 foot extension. This time over here I've got an Olympus, what is that, I'll say the model number in just a second, but it's another wired lav, a little shorter cable. Actually, this one is actually an extension cable with another extension cable. All right, so that's another option that actually works with the iPad. All right, so let's talk about those mics. I would say in terms of first glance and easy use, probably the Rode SmartLav is right there. It's probably the top choice of the three. However, in terms of audio sound quality, the XLR, AT Pro70 mic is actually a pretty strong contender. Now, there are some inconveniences. You've got to get that splitter with the XLR to the TRRS connection, and it tends to dial in real quietly. So you've got to turn up the volume. That sample clip where I turned up the volume, it's about a 300% increase in the volume. However, when I turned that volume up, the background hiss and noise was real quiet. Whereas with the Rode SmartLav, there was still actually some of that background noise going on. So just kind of a give or take there. Certainly in terms of ease of use, I'll probably keep using the Rode SmartLav Plus. But you know I already own a couple of those AT Pro70s, so I'm a big fan. If you have the time and the opportunity to be able to deal with the XLR piece, which is actually the Pro to professional audio standard. So as far as the Olympus, ME52W, just can't remember that model number. I'll pull it up here. Not as strong a contender, but actually, as opposed to having no external mic at all, definitely a better choice than trying to use the external or the. Definitely, that Olympus is a better choice for capturing better audio than just using the onboard mic. So, with that, I'd be interested to hear your feedback and listen to different samples and give your input. It'd be helpful if you reference the time code in the video when you make those comments. But yeah, make those comments on the video or the blog post, and I will talk to you when we have a chance. Cliff Rosa, Rosa Media Productions, signing off.